we've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Here's Young. Outside Daniels. Porzingis is double. The three. And that one's good. Daniels.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
Leading him right to the basket with a tremendous pass. Really good execution there.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's a three-point game. Inside, Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
With the step back. Edwards drives in. A rebound by Young. The Hawks with a quick start to this game. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Kevin?
Hasm bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
Here's Porzingis. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Edwards can't hit. The Hawks leading by 5. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, how about the hustle right there by Young? I like seeing him active on the offensive glass.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. .127 left in the first quarter of the game. Picked by Reed to the inside. And Reed throws it down.
That's what you want to see. Reed playing big in there.
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team, fairly deep, with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Timberwolves passing it around. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
With the teardrop. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Known as the Stifle Tower, Gobert's defense and rebounding are valuable to this team.
Here's Alexander Walker. On the wing, Kennard's shot is off.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And that does it for the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
Timberwolves trailed by 4. Pass to DiVincenzo. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Here's the break. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Naz Reid. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything. When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Dillingham, no good. Atlanta leading by 6. And stolen by Dillingham.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Trae Young grabs the miss. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Porzingis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You know, at 7'3", not many guys can defend Porzingis. I mean, especially when he's operating this close to the rim.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Timberwolves trail by 8. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but If they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, that's an easy throwdown for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
To the paint. Back to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Atlanta leading by 10. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target with his 3. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Randall right side. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Gobert.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.